Making their way out for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win.
Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud. Stroud begins with a pass. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here comes third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 25.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants...
Now the first carry for 2 Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing is Daniel. That's made. That's Woods. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
To the air again is Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Even in the air, here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that, and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Ball start, offense.
That's on Walker Little, the tackle. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
27 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. They set up the screen for Dobbins. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Taekwon Lewis in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. To throw is Daniel. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. That's Goddard in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
Another run here with Hubbard. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. After that play, it stopped. An injured Giant on the field. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw with Daniel. Going for it all. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the...
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Baron Browning in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tight end motioning left. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. And the Giants come up with it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants 1st down.
They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brought down by Pat Surtain. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Daniels. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Giants.
gain of 15 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. His defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
15 more
Last
yards.
play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8. At the Eagles.
On second down, it's Daniels. He takes off. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down. First and goal, Giants.
Hubbard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Giants are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. On play action. Stroud. Brian Burns. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Third and long.
Third down and 14.
Now Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and
On second down, Stroud. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. It is a big play for the Eagles. An even 40
first
yards.
and goal at the 8-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in.
He's got his big tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's into the hands of Diggs. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes a return. And it'll be brought down, short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And an Eagles.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one taken in by Douglas. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 10.
Keeping in the air, here's Daniels.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air again is Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
One final throw before the break. Rolling right, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Dobbins, and he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. good for an Eagles.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. On the ground, here's Goblin. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return is Ricky Pearsall. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
On first down, Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Daniels to throw on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught. It's Robinson. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
Now Daniels. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
That ties the game at 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 34-yard
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That penalty is declined.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw, Stroud. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. They get the guard, Isaiah Wynn, that time. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud has caught. That's Lane. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. 1st catch, 1st touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
Here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. This looks like a design run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it. And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. We're all even. fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It moves to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Good throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running here is Dillard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one online. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On play action, Daniels. He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 16 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Giants 24, Eagles 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. On first down, it's Stroud. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Brings up third and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
First and 10 at the 30.
To give up the middle, it's Hubbard. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
It is second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. Now he's just going to flip them forward. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing.
He works free, right side, inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
24.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Giants first down.
On first down, Daniels. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. The air again is Daniels. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Throw left side complete to Pearson. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
Working out of the gun. Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
play fake here on first down. Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second and 9.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Glenn. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They go bootleg. Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he will find his man on the outside. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Off the play fake. Glenn. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
First and 10 at the 27.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Pacheco. Dances by him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Level sneak it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Broncos 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and
Now Love. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So the kick from here, a field goal, would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lad McConkey from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Broncos 7.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A run for Nick Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here. And again, it's Chubb. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Glenn. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Pass complete to Royals. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Glenn. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
5 plays there on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This one finds McConkey. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
At the 33-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Glenn. That's caught. Royals with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5.
2nd and 4. Got a man, that's caught. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Isaiah Pacheco, 73 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Glenn going out wide, finds Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chase Young. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Lester on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Throwing. Love. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's another Broncos 1st down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Golden. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Another Broncos first down.
Going back to Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
To throw again on second down. Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Chad Wyman on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
17.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Well, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw. Glenn. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Off the play fake, Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Spins by. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down. Glenn. That is caught. He finds Royals. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Glenn. And quick throw here. That's complete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Glenn. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
The Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Royals from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Oh, what a move.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 156 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 29. That's good. Broncos first down. A gain of 29 yards.
Love.
And the Broncos first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
6-yard line.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Love, this is third and goal. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Love now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Glenn. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 16. And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Love. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Denver.
They run once more with Stevenson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. They go with Blue between the tackles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Glenn. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Love from the gun. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
17 yards. That's good for Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Glenn gets this into the hands of Blue. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jets, first down.
On first down, it's Blue. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Operating from the gun, Glenn. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Patterson hits right up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.